You and I have agreed wide receiver is a need. Take a look at this note and you'll see. Why is wide receiver such a huge need for the Browns in this upcoming season? Passing game was a one-man show for the Browns in 2023. Of the 27 catches that were 20 yards downfield or more, Amari Cooper had 13 of them. That's 48%. Passing game was 28th in yards gained per attempt, 6.4. And again, that was with Joe Flacco. When Joe Flacco looked like it was kind of up, you know, there was a huge uptick when Joe Flacco took over. I think you need a backup plan at running back as well. You hope Nick Chubb comes back, but I don't know that you can count on that.
Yeah, and I'll start there first. What you said with the running back. Listen, as this season goes on, you know, I like Jerome Ford, but I need the Browns to have somebody in the pocket where I know what they can do. I think Jerome Ford left a lot of food on his plate. There was a lot of times where, you know, the vision, sometimes, you know, hitting the hole quick enough, the tough runs in between the tackles left a lot to be desired, and on the goal line. You got to look at it. Your goal line and short yardage back was Kareem Hunt this year, almost 9 touchdowns. And when it got tough guy going and you needed one of those yards, the guy that was in the game was Kareem Hunt. I think you might need to go out and find you another running back to challenge Jerome Ford. I think you need a guy that could be a little tougher and let him fight it out and figure out how it's going to run. Because I don't think you can depend on Nick Chubb. I mean, this is his second major injury going back to Georgia. We hope that he comes back the same back, but you can't count on that. And then the receiving core. You gotta get chunk yards. And I understand what some would say, hey, you got David Njoku. That's fine. But just take an inventory of who's in the Super Bowl, right? The 49ers got Christian McCaffrey. They got Ayuk. They got Deebo Samuel. They got Juszczyk. They got George Kittle. They got 5 or 6 guys that can threaten you. They even got Jennings on each level, right? So if you want to look at the other teams and how they're doing and how they get there, not to mention the guys that are in your division, you got a guy in the division, Joe Burrow coming back next year. Lamar Jackson won an MVP. And oh, by the way, the Steelers, all they did is go to the playoffs with no quarterback again. So you can't rest on your laurels. I cannot stress this enough. If you want Deshaun Watson to do what you think Deshaun Watson is going to do, if you buy a house in this world, the first thing they tell you when you buy that house is, hey, where's your insurance? That got to go in escrow. You can't buy no $500,000 $1 million house and ain't got no homeowner's insurance. Crazy. If you got Deshaun Watson and need $230 million, you got to have multiple pieces and parts if you want to see it.